better.
As you hear the sound of the welcoming opening bell calling us to practice, simply notice where you are, where your mind is, where your body is, what you might be hearing, what sounds are present, what you might be feeling. And just observe without any judgment who you brought here today. As we begin to focus and pay attention with intention, let yourself think tree. I'm an oak tree, or I'm a bamboo, strong and tall, and you're planting your roots deep into the soil, deep into Mother Earth, maybe 9 times your body length. That's how deeply rooted we want to be on the earth. And sense the warmth and the energy from Mother Earth filling the roots that nourish your tree. And as we observe the body from the feet up, we sense the lower limbs as part of that energy system that's rooted and grounded. And feel your hips, your sit bones connected to wherever you are at this moment. And if you're standing, that's fine. If you're lying down, that's fine. Just follow the directions as well as you can. Sense whatever it is in your body. Let your hips widen in the chair. Relax the hips. Sense the belly button and relax the tummy. Let the belly loosen. And come up to your chest and your lungs and just sense them in your body. The 2 sacs that allow us to breathe and give life to ourselves. The air that we breathe, the oxygen that comes in to our bodies. And the shoulders. Let the shoulders sense the shoulders. Letting go, the shoulder blades falling down the back body, and perhaps with a sense of dignity, coming, just imagine them reaching toward each other so that the back spine is nice and tall and the sides of the neck get longer as the crown of the head strives toward the sky. And you might sense this dignity like a mountain in the back body, at the same time that the front body is gently looser. And I'd like to remind everyone that meditation itself, the art of sitting still, is It's simple. It's not a doing, it's a being. It's just being with yourself in a position of stillness. And that stillness allows us to quiet the mind, believe it or not. So when we say stop and pause, it's actually that. Stop the body, pause, and take a breath. So bring your attention now to your breathing. Our breathing is the primary anchor. And just simply spend the first quiet moments of practice adjusting the body, noticing where the thoughts are, and returning to the primary anchor of the breath, in and out of the nostrils. Breathing in, I know I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I know I'm breathing out. In, out. In, out. And continue at your pace. See if you can sense the air, movement within the body. As you breathe in, does anything move? Do you sense the body as you breathe? Where is the breath? And as the breath leaves, do you sense anything? Movement, body sensation. Just be in the feeling, not in the thinking. And as you sense your body and your breath, notice if anything has changed from the moment you started to now. Is the body softer? Have you felt a letting go anywhere? Have you noticed sensations that you didn't know you had? Are you distracted already? Are you pleasantly surprised at how still and how focused you can actually be? Just resting in full awareness. Meditation is a falling awake practice, not a practice for sleeping. And if you find yourself nodding off by any chance, you just simply gently and kindly, with patience, bring yourself back and refocus. Just start again. Start all over again. So now, with intention, allow your breath to continue as it is, as you start to bring focus to your body. We're going to do today a simple body scan exercise. And it is a way, when you're practicing on your own, to continue to practice how to focus and pay attention on purpose without judgment to the art of mindfulness meditation. It's just a wonderful way to practice. You can do it daily. You can do it whenever you're coming to be with yourself in mindfulness meditation. So we're going to start from the lower body today, from the roots of our trees. Bring your attention to your left foot. And sense the toes. The roots of the tree are growing from your feet, from your toes. Sense each of the toes, the big toe, the second toe, the third toe, the fourth toe, and the baby toe. Just sense their presence. And the arch of the foot. The underside of the arch, the top side. Coming to the heel. Our feet get so much use and we barely pay attention to them. And the left ankle. The ankle is our balance, is our fulcrum for balance. And the left calf, and the shin and the knee, and then the quads and the hamstrings up to where the connector of the hip bone and the thigh bone meet. Just appreciate your left leg. And now go to the right foot and the toes and the roots into Mother Earth, and sense the big toe and the second toe and the third toe and the fourth toe and the baby toe. And then the arch of the foot, the underside and the top and the heel. And the ankle. So delicate and so powerful in our experience as human beings, walking, standing upright, and your shin bone on the right side, and the calf, and the knee. Do you have any sensation in your knee today, or knees, either knee? And the quads, and the hamstring, up to the hip bone where the thigh bone meets the hip bone, and sense a letting go on each side. The joint loosens. You're bringing air and light into your body. And giving it room to breathe. And imagine the air right through your connector, the hip bone to the thigh bone, and the pelvis relaxes. And now to your left hip bone, and how we depend so much on this joint for flexibility, for movement, for sitting, standing. Just bring some caring kindness, loving kindness into that joint. Breathe in some air and light. And go to the right side, the right hip. Notice perhaps a loosening as you breathe light and air into that area. Always with kindness and compassion for whatever you find. If there's sensation, if there's pain, you adjust and do what you need to do to make your body comfortable during this practice. As you know, I always say, there's no right way, there's no wrong way. There's only your way. And think now as you are focusing on the hip bones, think of the bowl of the belly, the whole area of the body between the hips is holding some very important organs. The liver, kidney, spleen, the reproductive organs, the gallbladder, the stomach as we move up just a little bit. Those are the organs of our lives that give us life. So just sense yourself breathing again, light and openness and calm into that area. And moving up to the side ribs on the left side. And just sense if there's any movement as you breathe in and out, and in and out. And the lung, the left lung that is held there within that framework, and all the muscles in the back, the shoulder on the left side. And now to the right side body, the rib cage, the lung, the right lung sitting, being held, cradled in the rib cage. And sense both lungs with as much attention and care as you can as you breathe in and out. And how important their function is in the body. And allow them to have a smile, both lungs. Just put a smile. Maybe from one to the other, or from the top of the lung to the bottom of the lung, or the whole cavity of the rib cage and the chest. Bring a smile as you breathe in and you breathe out. And sense them feeling happy, the lungs, as the air comes into them, the oxygen, the food of life, and the expelling or exhaling of the carbon dioxide, the dark energy that we don't want. And just take in the entire torso from the shoulder to the hip bone. And sense a calmness there. The entire part of the body just gently loosening at the same time that it's very much alive. The heart behind, pumping the blood, our motor, sending the life, energy, and food that the body needs to every part of the body, all the way from the toes to the skull, our fuel. The heart just keeps pumping, just like we keep breathing. The air comes in, the air goes out. The blood flows and cycles back around and around and around. And imagine the capillaries in the blood system dancing and happy, bringing food and nourishment to every part of you. And now go to your left fingers, your thumb, your forefinger, your tall man, your ring finger, your little finger, the palm, the backside of the palm, the wrist, how delicate, like the ankle. And so much we use the wrist to do everything. Sense the wrist, that little bone, the bones on the side. And then sense the forearm and the underside of the arm, the elbow, the triceps, the biceps, the shoulder, the hooking of the joint from the upper arm into the shoulder, and gently bring a loving smile. Our shoulders are so important. And now go to the right side, the right fingers, the thumb, the forefinger, the tall man, the ring finger, the baby finger. And sense the knuckles and the joints, the palm, the underside of the palm, the backside of the palm, the wrist, those two little nodules, the wrist connection to your forearm. The underside and the top side up to the elbow. And how delicate yet how strong. And then the tricep and the bicep going up to the shoulder blade. And just sensing both arms free, smiling, loose, and nourished. And now we come to the neck, the front of our neck where the throat is. Sense the Adam's apple, perhaps, the movement. You might swallow and feel the movement inside where the tongue goes into the throat, and how deeply that is, that muscle lodges and lies in the throat, and the fact that our airways sit in our throat, the opening in the back of the throat. And sense as you breathe in through your nose, the air coming through the back of the, behind the sinuses, and the passageway down through, past the upper palate, and the back of the throat, down into the upper part of the body. Maybe you can feel the sensation of the air traveling. And bring your attention to the floor of the mouth and the tongue and the teeth and the gums and the jaw, the TMJ, the holder of tension, pressure, anxiety. And see if you can bring a smile to that joint and feel it let go. Relax. And your ears, the left ear and the right ear, how precious they are for the fact that we can hear, whether we've lost hearing or not. The miracle of the ears. And now to the skull, the mouth, the nose, the eyes, the skull, the shape of the skull itself, the back skull, the front skull, the forehead, the cheekbones, the occipital ridge in the back skull that comes around to the jawbone. And sense the eyes behind the eyelids if your eyes are closed. Sense them softening and resting in the space, the eye space that the skull, in which the skull holds the eyes. And sense your brain being held. This is our command center. All functions emanate from the brain. I think it's something like 6 trillion neurons or connections busily working, all the while we're just sitting here. Amazing. The body is a miracle. So we've reached the end of our body journey. Spend the last moments of silence just being with your body, this miraculous, amazing instrument that we so take for granted. And shower some gratitude and love to your body. As we always do when we come to the end of practice, we honor ourselves for knowing yourself just a little tiny bit better, for being willing to make peace with your mind and body and spirit in this moment in time. Thank your mind and body for what they offered you today, and honor the stillness that you were able to achieve, to whatever degree that is. And treasure your spirit for its willingness. And in the practice of metta, which means loving kindness, let's do 2 directions today, one for the self and one for all others, all beings, all creatures, whatever suits your idea for today. May I be filled with loving kindness. May all beings be filled with loving kindness. May I be free from fear and suffering. May all beings be free from fear and suffering. May I be safe and free from danger. May all beings, to whatever degree possible, be safe and free from danger. May I be well, healthy, and whole, to whatever degree possible. May all beings be healthy and whole, to whatever degree possible. May I be peaceful and at ease and happy. And may all beings be peaceful, at ease, and happy. Today, wherever you go, create a peaceful, loving, joyful, equanimous world, your world of awareness of yourself, of your life, and of your body and mind. When you hear the sound of the bell, take your time to return to your space and know that this is always available to you, anytime. Namaste and many blessings.